you judges of the earth, serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry and you perish in the way when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all those who put their trust in him. Kiss the Son. Give your trust in the Son so that your life will be better. Things will be okay for you. Like God is giving his possession or his place in human life to the hands of his Son. His Son should take care of things, giving total control of everything. In that sense, that is what Christianity is about, or that's what Christianity preaches. But that said and done, it was more to do with laughing. So, as I said, some point in certain situation, God will laugh. If we present God the way we present God, if we're trying to say that this is who God is, and we are presenting him in such a way that it's like, as I was saying, the sacrifice, that was what ended up in this. And you say that, okay, God, you gave me a cow, and I put the cow there for God will give you a cow and say, you take that cow, burn that cow, and use that cow as a sacrifice for me. It's very funny. Why would God do that? He doesn't need a human being from you or a cow from you. He created everything. But that is what we believe in. That's what we present. That is what is logically, academically accepted by so-called philosophers that they present. Of all the years they sit and study and do all that, this is what they come up with. I don't blame them. They continue the cycle. They only continue the cycle, and sometimes they chip in new ideas that come up. But some of them also, who sometimes want to suggest things smartly and wisely, gets smart out or get stopped or somehow dropped out, because there are so many who are strongly holding on things and say, we've done all these things, and who are you to come and change and give us whatever this thing. Sometimes you don't know where these strong views of people who got power and use their power in that sense to stop something which is good, or some changes that will be better. In early stages in the Christian, they say some people were called heresy. That's what sometimes they call them, trying to change the faith and coming with new ideas, which is they condemn you and they say it's evil. Some of them were killed because they considered them to be witchcrafts, and they were killed. Today it's advanced, and today you don't see it being done openly. But yes, people get condemned with witchcraft for that reason. To say somebody is a witchcraft, to my view, you must first be somebody who has got that insight to know. Without that, how can you tell? And you don't say people are witchcraft in certain ways. I mean, as far as I can go, is to suspect that this person possesses a spirit. And that spirit is generally seen by everybody, but it could be used in a bad way. Or when the spirit takes chance, that person, the spirit is being, it's like, I give the sort of I judge, I will give the fault, or whatever the cause of whatever that person's reaction to spirit, that is because of a spirit or because of some spiritual intervention that makes that person behave the way that person behaves. And my only wish is that person will become aware of it, because I know from my experience, and based on that is why I say what I say. I may be wrong, that in that case that person is not using spirit, but I know on my experience that on those bases people are being influenced by spiritual things, and some of them are completely under the control of a spirit that they don't even know any other thing except what they are is they have become fully matured or has been armored as a spirit, and that's what they are. Some people have mixed thousands of people, as you see the millions of people in the world. There are people who mix us who know where they came from. It could be, as the Bible explains, angels transforming themselves, human beings living among us. In the same thing, witchcraft are in the same manner. But for you to accuse anybody of witchcraft or wizards, you must really be able to be in that class or that ability to have that to know. And as far as you can know is you can know that the person there's a spiritual thing that's going on with this, what I have experienced in my own way, and that's as far as I can go. But not to accuse witchcrafty or wizard, that's a bit too deep, but normally that's what happens. People get even beaten and tortured to be accused to be witchcraft and wizards. It happens most of the time. In Africa, you've seen it several times. We have some videos on YouTube that present people who have been caught in a situation, children being whipped, beaten, for the same reason of them being witchcrafts. And if you be checking YouTube to find out, some of the things that happen, you meet these things going on. People have been able to make videos of it, And even if they were witchcraft, and you see them as witchcraft, you cast the witchcraft out. You don't you don't catch that kid and beat that child. That child, that human body, that flesh. People don't value the human body anymore. We don't value ourselves anymore. In that sense, that person beating that person may be a fully spirit-inspired person. He is a fully spirit that stands there because he doesn't care about the human flesh. He has no feeling for human flesh. Spirits don't care about the human flesh. They don't, because the spirits that do that, they don't care about the human flesh. But the spirit that is good, or the God that created the human flesh, will care about the human flesh. It's natural for God to care about the humans, or to care about his creation. Because if he doesn't care, he wouldn't create it. So if the spirit, there is a sign of that nature, you realize that they don't care about the flesh. He said he's casting the spirit out, and so he's beating you with a whip to cast the spirit out. How sensible can that be? But it is sensible to those who practice it, that if they beat that person, the spirit will go, and the child will end up in a serious, injury. And you can imagine what this then means. Even if you're not educated, it's common sense. You can see that that is sometimes what happens. So people get accused, and the spirits gets away with things. But most people who are putting those people in that treatment, they themselves are the suspicion. They are fully either being deceived and doing what they do, or they themselves are spirits transformed in a human form, spirits standing there, and this is the opportunity for them to destroy that human body, or to sort of kill somebody or take their life, so that they can have achieved what they want to achieve. The idea of the Bible, whatever in the spirit sense, is to eradicate the human in some sense, or to take over the human form because of enviness or whichever way, I don't know. But I see that if that is the case, it's only God who can make it right. It's only God who can stop the spirits. It's only God who can cast spirits away and establish his own creation to be as he wants it to be, because it's a spiritual battle. It's not necessarily a human fleshly battle. If we can see that, we fight our own battles. But even some of the battles we fight, or most of the battles we fight, it's all spiritual fighting. For all we can see, it's all spiritual fighting. But the thing is, the spirit don't die. It's the human being who end up dying. So the spirits put us in that situation only to get us in a situation where they will be able to exterminate us, and not necessarily establish us, knowing that they don't care, because the spirits that are doing that, they didn't create us. They can come out with all reasons, saying that because of our sins and because of that, they are casting us away, they are destroying us. They give all the excuses. Whatever, if the person who truly created us, who created us the way we are, I'm sure have no reason, or will not even utter a word, or will not condemn us of anything. He won't condemn us of anything. But because whatever is condemning us is not that created us. That is what we have in problem. And if you think along that line, you see the issue I'm having with the Bible and the Quran. Because they claiming that the spirit of these books created us. But yet the same spirit inspired them to do the killing and the wars, striking each other. And sometimes ourselves, among Christians and among Muslims, and sometimes outside of their faith, and the same God inspiring that. How can that be? It's because they don't care. If they truly care, that God that we claim to believe in, who created everything, has got the power to stop the issues and the problems that we have without injuring us, or without shooting a single bullet, or without throwing a blow. God can stop all those differences without throwing a blow, or slapping you, or doing anything that we sort of choose to do for him, or expect that he should be doing, or believe that he does. So we have to be very careful about how we say or what we believe about God. And if we are really right